Looney Farm Guy here, and this is the Animals Placeables pack by Puma 145 on Farming Simulator 25. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on a PS5 Pro here on 4 Fields, and this is not just a cow barn. And apparently, I did not know this. I don't have the Highlands DLC active on this map, but we definitely have the new Highland cow. Anyways, that's a side note. I'm still trying to figure out what that's all about. Anyways, this is 125.5 megabytes to download, and it has, let's go into animals. There is, let's see here, 22 animal pastures, starting with cows. I have placed down one of each kind: cow, pig, sheep, horse, and chickens. As far as I know, those are the animals included in this pack. There are several of each, as we will see here. So, starting with animals placeable pack cow pasture, we have a smaller one, 100 cows. Then we have one with 200 cows. Then we have 750 cows, which I have placed down. I'm using this one in the test. So we have Goldcrest and Sosnovka, Estancia, and Bornholm. Some of the barns, I guess the animal pens from those, plus a new one or two new ones. So, moving on to horses. We have 2 horse pastures. I have chosen this one. Then we have pigs. I've chosen the largest one out of all the pens. We have sheep pasture, which I have chosen, I believe, this one. No. This one? No, not that one. That one. And then chickens. We have 5 chicken pens. Yeah, so lots and lots of stuff to go through. So, let's start with the cow barn. I'll go through this as quickly as possible. These doors do not open, although they look like they should, but I guess not. Slurry output here. Food and straw go here. I could not find a straw trigger for bales on this one. Milk comes out here. Here's the animal dialogue. I have, as you can see, as I go all the way down, we have Highland cattle included in the base game now, it would seem, unless otherwise. Yeah. So I put in 250 of each buffalo, Holstein, and the Highland cattle to test this out. As I said, I could not. There's a gate here so you could get in, but nowhere was the straw bales accepted that I could find, unless there was some weird trigger outside here somewhere. Which is, anyways, there's a few oddities with this pack, and one problem I found. I'm sure. Well, I'm not going to say I'm sure there is other problems. There could possibly well be other issues with this pack. I'm only testing these one of each cow pen. Alright, so that's the cows. Let's take a look at the cows. There we go. I haven't put down manure heaps yet, but straw and food capacity for... That doesn't look like a lot of food capacity for 750 cows, but we will test it. Alright, water is automatic for the cows. Moving on to the pigs. Slurry output here. We have... Is that gate? Yes, you can go in that gate. Pigs. Just Berkshire I put in there, 400 of them. Food goes in here. There's a straw trigger on the other side, and it does accept bales. Here's the straw trigger over here. And you can use bales. Some of the little piggies have escaped. Again, none of these. You can't go inside any of these buildings. That are not the ones that I have, anyways. Maybe some of them we can. The sheep moving on to the pigs, 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 pigs. There it is. Straw and food. There's your capacities there. Sheep. That's this building. You cannot go inside. Here is the trigger. I have goats and sheep in there. If we take a quick run around the perimeter of this sheep pen, there is no gate to get into the interior. So if you want to mow the grass... Oh, by the way, there's no expansion of the fence expansions, and there's no meadow option for meadow grass. So it is what it is. So that's kind of interesting. Food goes in here. It also, well, that is in bales of grass or hay. I'm assuming stuff would appear here. However, I don't think we're going to get anything because this sheep pasture requires water, and I cannot put water in it. This is a base game water tank. I am not getting a trigger to unload water. Water is not accepted here. So I'm going to say that water trigger is broken. This pen is actually broken, unfortunately. 2 more left. So we got chickens. Chickens are very simple. Water is automatically supplied to the chickens. Food goes in here. Eggs should appear over there. Food, where's the food input? Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Yes. Food, standard food type, grain like wheat or I think sorghum and the like. Horses, food goes in here in the forms of... I got hay in there, but it takes oats, sorghum, hay. Also straw, because horses do produce manure in Farm Sim 22. Here is the animal dialogue. Straw goes in here. So the food goes in over there. Straw goes in here. Some of these barns have a separate trigger for bales. Straw, that is. All right, so that's every a quick look through every pen. So now we're going to run it and check all the triggers for slurry triggers, milk triggers, and see how the food... Oh, and I have to place down... I have to place down manure. There we go. Manure heap. So I don't have the Highlands DLC installed on this map. Otherwise, I would have a whole bunch of extra DLC options in here. So that's interesting that we have the cattle. So let's go. Overlaps. Yes, I know it overlaps. Let's just put this down here. We'll put one down here. Sheep do not produce manure. Horses will, though. Let's put one over here by the horses. So I got one for cows, one for pigs, and one for horses. And now we're going to test it. All right, we are back. And so, I had forgot. I don't know why. I thought for sure I placed down the silo. It didn't place down. I didn't get any manure from it, but that's fine. I don't know whether or not it got manure or not, but I put one down now. We've got milk, buffalo milk, and milk. We have I don't know why it's not showing slurry. Now it's showing 60,000 liters of slurry. So wow, okay. But it ran out of food. As I suspected, there's not enough food or straw capacity for that many cows. So, anyways, that's that. Let's look at the pigs. Pigs did produce manure, and they're still escaping, but I guess they like the food, so they're hanging around. Pigs. So pigs did have enough food and straw, so that's good. And so we're going to test. Let's just take a quick look at the sheep. Yeah, that's not going to do anything because I couldn't get any water in there. Horses produced manure. They had enough food. And where's the chickens? Chickens had enough food, and we're going to check out the eggs. But let's go and grab our slurry tank and test out the milk and slurry triggers here. Just to see if those are working or not, because when you find one thing, then you start questioning whether anything works. And oh dear. It says there's 60,000 liters. This is the slurry trigger. That's not a good sign. I see multiple issues with this pack already. And okay, why is I am not getting. So this is a modded trailer. I use it for all my testing. Let's go in and grab base game for milk at least. Now, in all fairness, yeah, no trigger. No trigger for the milk. That's disappointing. What I want to say here now is, in all fairness, this was probably submitted quite some time ago. And since then, we've had an update for the Highlands Fishing Expansion Pack. So, as often happens when there's a big update to the game, some mods don't always work. And this is a huge pack of animal pins, and something might have gone horribly wrong with the, yeah, I'm not getting any trigger action. Too bad. So basically, a lot of this pack is broken, unfortunately. Let's go. Oh, pigs should have. Oh, did the pigs not have a slurry? Oh, that was what I just tested. Did I just try? Here's a slurry trigger for the pigs. Am I going to get? I'm getting nothing. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Let's take a look at the, so I wouldn't recommend downloading and using any of these pins, although some of them obviously do work, like the chickens. Chickens works. Horses, seems like the horses they had, they produced manure. Yep, so the horses worked. Cow pens or pigs or sheep may or may not work for you. So unfortunately, this one seems like a lot of it is broken. I don't have a lot of mods to conflict. These are the mods I have installed. I don't have any of the DLCs installed. So it's just whatever, maybe there's a conflict. Something's not working with the latest game update, or something's just not working with this mod. But anyways, that is what I have found. Hope that helps you out. Thanks for watching. Till the next one. Bye for now.